Welcome back to Hardware Unboxed. We're here at the NVIDIA, I wouldn't call it a booth, it's more of a suite. You can probably hear it's a little bit echoey in this room, but we are here to check out, I guess, the main thing that NVIDIA has announced at Computex 2026 for gamers. You know, they'll probably say that their laptop chip, the new RTX Spark, I think it's called, is also designed for gamers. But this is really what I'm here interested in, which is DLSS 4.5 Ray Reconstruction. This is a feature that a lot of you guys have been asking for and requesting, because at least prior to this announcement, the way that you can interface with ray reconstruction and like DLSS upscaling has been, you can choose to use DLSS 4.5 upscaling, but then if you wanted to enable ray reconstruction, you have to turn off the newer models. And I think we've shown a lot of our content that, you know, Model M and especially Model L for DLSS 4.5 upscaling does produce better image quality than DLSS 4, for example, with like preset K and some of the older models. So one of the big announcements at Computex is the introduction of DLSS 4.5 ray reconstruction. So this moves to the second gen transformer model, and it brings with it a lot of the benefits of DLSS 4.5 upscaling, but then combines that with the DLSS denoising that you get through ray reconstruction. So this feature isn't available just yet. I believe it's coming in August of this year or around that time frame. So I thought it was a good opportunity to show you guys some of the things that NVIDIA are showing in terms of what DLSS 4.5 ray reconstruction will bring for image quality.
Our 2026 Computex coverage is brought to you by MSI and their GeForce RTX 50 series graphics cards, including flagship models like the Supreme Liquid and Vanguard, both of which delivered class-leading results in our testing. Powered by NVIDIA's Blackwell architecture, RTX 50 series GPUs are the ultimate way to experience ray tracing, delivering more realistic lighting and visual fidelity than ever before. You'll also benefit from AI-powered DLSS 4.5 frame generation and NVIDIA Reflex for smoother, more responsive gameplay. So for more information on MSI's GeForce RTX 50 series of graphics cards, please check the links in the video description. Finally, a big thank you to G.Skill for helping to make our Computex trip possible this year. G.Skill offers an outstanding range of DDR5 memory with AMD Expo and AMD Expo featuring ultra-low latency support, specifically designed to maximize AMD Ryzen performance. So for more information, please check the links in the video description.
So here we have the game Pragmata. Our video editor, Balin, I think you really enjoyed playing this game, is giving a thumbs up to this one. But one of the benefits that DLSS 4.5 upscaling tended to bring was improvements to things like ghosting. So if we move over and have a look at the DLSS 4 image first, so this is both using ray reconstruction, when these lasers move and disappear, there's a little bit of ghosting when they first appear and when they start to disappear. It's not the best image quality, as you can see the laser moving and then it sort of fades out at the back. That's not entirely the intention of what this game is going for. And then if we move over here to DLSS 4.5 ray reconstruction, same game, same scene, same settings. As the lasers move and they get to the end, they just completely disappear. No ghosting, no retention on the screen. And that really goes back to some of the things we saw with DLSS 4.5 super resolution or upscaling when it first came, improvements to lighting quality and that sort of thing. A few of the other things I've noticed in this demo, if we have a look really closely at some of this text here on this window, you can see there's a little bit of boiling and sizzling, but it's also quite difficult to make out some of the text because it's using, I guess, an older upscaling version. And then if we move over and have a look at the same text in the same scene here with DLSS 4.5, it is much more stable. It's easier to see the text. And while I wouldn't say it's, 100% stable, the stability difference for me is pretty significant compared to the DLSS 4 image where, yeah, it's just not quite at the same level. And I believe if we turn this screen around and have a look in here, for example, one of the things that I'm really keen on looking at with ray reconstruction in particular is how it deals with things like ray tracing noise. So the boiling and sizzling that you sometimes get in games, I find that really frustrating and disappointing because, ray tracing is supposed to improve the lighting quality and improve the overall experience for gaming, but then sometimes you get boiling and sizzling artifacts like you can sort of see on the screen here with this particular area of Pragmata. So I think in this area, there's a little bit of boiling and sizzling in this sort of, well, not sizzling, but there is some boiling and a lack of stability in this area. And if we move over to the DLSS 4.5 version and sort of look in the same sort of scene, you can see that this might be difficult to see on camera because we're looking at like a gray blob and sometimes that doesn't come up the best on camera. But if you can see here, it does look much more stable. And I think we can turn DLSS 4.5 on and off directly on the same with the comma. So I think that, yeah, that definitely looks like DLSS 4 at the moment with, again, sort of that, it's, again, difficult to see, but you'll see some boiling in that area. You're seeing this right on camera. And then as we turn it off, obviously it has to reload the scene a little bit, accumulate a bit, but it looks a bit better. And there are improvements to things like some of the ghosting in these holographic elements that I've seen here. So again, this is a controlled demo. They're showing us exactly what, you know, the better things that they can show for DLSS 4.5 ray reconstruction. We'll have to go and look at all the, you know, performance, image quality across a wider range of games. But one of the cool things about this is that DLSS 4.5 ray reconstruction is coming via the NVIDIA app update override feature. So all the games that currently support ray reconstruction can just be upgraded to this version once it's released. We don't have to wait for game integrations or that sort of thing. So yeah, we'll take a look more at that in depth when we get our hands on it later. But let's have a look over here and take a look at, I believe they're showing some improvements in Indiana Jones. So this is a great showing for some of the texture quality differences that DLSS 4.5 can bring over DLSS 4, especially with the denoising aspect. One of the challenging things about denoising when you've also got high quality textures is figuring out whether the thing that's supposed to be reconstructed for you to see, is that a texture or is that noise? And if it's noise, you want to reject it and get rid of it. But if it's a texture, you want to see those details. So when we first look at DLSS 4 ray reconstruction, especially around some of this like rocky areas that we see here, and also some of the barrels up here and some of the sandy sort of areas around here, you know, the texture quality is fine, but this is a 4K monitor. It's probably not the best that it could be, and some of the details that are present in DLSS 4.5 have actually been eliminated when using the ray reconstruction in DLSS 4. But if we move over to have a look at DLSS 4.5, again in the exact same scene, there are some details in the barrels up here that have certainly been improved, and a lot of the rock textures in these areas have been, yeah, I guess improved compared to what we saw previously. It would be difficult to demo the lighting responsiveness changes in this game because it kind of requires two people, but they also showed us this earlier, and essentially when, you know, new lighting elements are introduced into the game, they're more responsive in the DLSS 4.5 image as well. Now you might have noticed that there are some FPS differences between these two demos. This is because this is running DLSS 4 with 4x frame gen, and this is DLSS 4.5 with 6x frame gen, so it's not necessarily representative of the performance cost between the two versions. I think that's because they think 6x is part of the DLSS 4.5 family and 4x is part of DLSS 4 or something like that. But I believe back over here with the Pragmata demo, this is more in line with the performance difference between the two versions. This is not using, you know, tons and tons of frame generation, and you'll see that the FPS difference between the two different models, this is 4 and this is 4.5 in a similar-ish sort of scene. You know, we've tried to line it up pretty similarly, but you know, the performance is pretty similar from at least the demo that we're seeing between these two versions. So that bodes well, because some of the things that we saw previously with like DLSS 4 to DLSS 4.5, so like preset K versus preset M and L tended to run slightly slower, and throughout the demos that we've seen here, again, seems to be pretty similar, a slight performance difference with using DLSS 4.5, which will still make it quite usable for people.
Also supporting our Computex coverage is Be Quiet and their excellent new range for 2026. Some of their latest offerings include power supplies like the Dark Power 6, AIOs such as the Pure Loop 3, additions to the light base lineup, and a great selection of peripherals. Be Quiet's entire range is German designed, enjoying excellent build quality and silent performance. So for more information, please check the links in the video description.
Again, we're sort of in this controlled demo environment. I'd like to test it across a much wider range of games, and especially see how those improvements to boiling and sizzling go in some of the, I guess, pain points that we've seen from ray tracing titles. So yeah, I'm pretty keen to check that one out, see how the super resolution improvements go as well. The combined model, of course, that NVIDIA uses has been updated here, and you should be able to see this in August of this year. So it's not too far away until you'll be able to use this in games. So yeah, I guess there's not too much more to say for this DLSS 4.5 ray reconstruction demonstration here at Computex 2026 from NVIDIA. It's been good to check it out and check out some of the other stuff that they've got on show. But yeah, for gamers, this is really the main feature. So yeah, what else is there to say, really? Thanks for watching. If you want to check out the rest of our Computex coverage, it is available on Hardware Unboxed and Monitors Unboxed. Yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.